Hey everyone, my name's Michael and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll try to turn my $10 into something really big with a very straightforward strategy on pocket option trading platform. I'm not gonna waste your precious time, we're gonna get started in a moment, but before we do, I want to ask you guys to give this video a like, subscribe to my best YouTube channel about trading, and be sure to write something nice in the comments because we're having a $100 giveaway. And this way, you'll get the chance to become a lucky winner. Here's the winner of the previous giveaway, and let's get started. So look, I'll be trading with a regular smartphone. I've got a Galaxy S24 Ultra. For starters, I need to adjust some settings. So I'm gonna press on these three dots here. I select candles in the chart type settings. Then I disable auto scroll. I set the time frame at 5 seconds. Next, I once again press on these three dots. I go to the indicators section. Here, I look for the fractal indicator. I press on it once. Now, I'm gonna adjust this indicator. I press on this little pencil, and here, I set the period at 2. There we go. Then I go to styles. The up arrow is red. The down arrow is green. I click save. Now let me explain how the strategy actually works, and I'll show you how to work with this fractal indicator. Now take a closer look at the chart. When there's a green arrow on fractal indicator, like this, we need to buy a call option. In other words, we press this green buy button. And there's also an opposite situation. When there's a red arrow on fractal, we should buy a put option. In other words, we press this red sell button. There it is. As you can see, that's about it. No big deal at all. So I set the expiration time at 5 seconds. I put $10 in a trade amount. But before I start trading and growing my $10 balance, and I remind you guys that my goal is to turn this $10 into something really big, I'd like to remind you guys that if you don't want to trade with any indicators, it's not your thing, and you're really bad at it, you can easily activate this free Go Plus trading bot, which will analyze the charts for you automatically and will provide you with a real-time signal to either buy a call option or a put option. And your task is simply to do what the bot says, trade the same way on pocket option, and just make profit. So yep, like I said, it's no big deal at all. It's more than doable. So, and in the meantime, the most important thing is that Go Plus trading bot is totally free. The link to it is in the pinned comment below this video. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna pick any currency pair. So I'm gonna open this thing and let it be Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, OTC. Let's have a look at fractal indicator. I see that the red arrow just showed up, so I'm gonna buy a $10 put option. The expiration time is 5 seconds. 1 second, and the trade ends up with a profit. So next up, I'm gonna put $19.20 in the trade amount. Then I'll pick another currency pair. Let it be Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, OTC. And have a look at this. Just a few seconds ago, this green arrow showed up. So I'm buying a $19 call option. There's literally 1 second left, and that's the second success in a row. Now it's time to put $36.86 on the line. Okay, so the currency pair this time is Euro Ruble OTC. Let's have a look at the chart. Another green arrow just emerged in fractal, so I'm buying another call option. If this one ends up with a profit, I'll make $33 in profit. 1 second, and the trade, of course, ends up with a profit. Next, it's gonna be a $70 trade. So let's go with some cryptocurrency to diversify my trading experience. Let's pick one. Bitcoin OTC. Obviously, that's the most popular cryptocurrency out there, and here we see 2 green arrows at once. I'm gonna point them out for you. So here's the first one, and here's the second one. So that means I'm gonna buy another call option. It's gonna be a $70 call option, and the trade ends up with a profit. Next, it's gonna be a $135.88 trade, but I'll try another cryptocurrency. Okay, so Ethereum OTC. Let's go with this one. Basically, this is the second most popular crypto. I think you definitely heard of that. And yeah, speaking of fractal, the green arrow just emerged, so I'm buying a $135 call option. The profit is gonna be $125. The trade ends up with a profit. That's another big success, so I hope you understand how the strategy works. So next, I'll speed up this video. I'll continue trading the same way. So, and I'll come back to you guys when I reach something huge. So hopefully I won't disappoint you. So I'll be there in a sec. And just have a look at this. The last trade, this is Euro Swiss franc OTC, just ended up with a profit. I think it's time to call it a day, guys. That was an insane trading session. I mean, what a run, guys. I turned just $10 into $11,421. So, I'm gonna show you the history of my trades. I'm showing you everything as it is. And again, I remind you once again that if you don't want to bother analyzing the charts, if you're not good at it and you don't want to do that, you can always activate the free Trading Bot Go Plus. The link to this trading bot will be in the pinned comment below this video, so go ahead and activate it and change your trading experience for the better. Well, Michael was on the line as always. I wish you guys to trade only in profit. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.